Good evening. I have been informed that there is a request to speak to the floor. So I'm going to allow for Reg Bellrose to speak to the floor. Reg, if you can unmute yourself.
Hello? Yeah, can you hear me? Greetings, Chiefs, Canada, more importantly to our Chiefs here in Saskatchewan, to all of you here that are in the room. Just wanted to let you know that it's been an incredible journey that I've been on. So we're not going to go into the next ballot. We got some Chiefs here that I ran this by. There's disappointment, obviously. But for me personally, it's been good. I'm a colleague of all these chiefs that, got to get calls, you get text and get harassed for your vote, right? So we don't want to do that. The chiefs have made up their mind that they don't want a back-to-back Saskatchewan rep. That's going to be respected. But Saskatchewan Chiefs are standing here. We are a proud region. We are a strong region. And not going into the next ballot does not mean we're giving up and you won't see another Saskatchewan representative. I think Canada you'll continue to see Saskatchewan representatives. And I think the country will learn that we have a strong system here. And the chiefs behind me and the people behind me, thank you very much. It's a good journey to the Chiefs of Canada. Just wanted to share a little bit and let you know that our team, we didn't campaign dirty. We didn't campaign about any other candidate but me. It's unfortunate that this band level politics, and the unfortunate part is that some of the chiefs believe that stuff. It's really unfortunate. I believe that the chiefs are at a high level. Our assembly of AFN, our AFN assembly is a high level. And what I'd encourage the chiefs on a go-forward basis is that whatever we're going to do in renewal, whatever we're going to do in restructuring, let's add some stability to the elections. Let's put some criteria on social media. Let's put some criteria on how candidates conduct themselves. And this way, when people say the AFN chief is irrelevant, you say, no, it's not, because our system is ethical, it's strong, it's fair. So that's what I'd encourage Chiefs of Canada to do on a go forward. Stuart Phillip, I don't know who you are, but I reached out to you, and I'm doing again today. I tried to call you to let you know who I am, what I'm about. It's unfortunate, the tactics that you chose to lead. And I really hope that someday that you will call me and you will get to know the kind of leader I am, as opposed to believing social media. So I have to say that because we brought forward a great campaign, and then to be called out on something like this, that each nation has their own way of dealing with. Each nation has their own way of governing. We want to be sovereign, but yet we go here. So please reach out to me sometimes. Thank you. And then to the rest of the chiefs, Chief Cook Christian, Chief Byron Lewis, incredible leaders, incredible gentlemen, Chief Roy Whitney, incredible gentleman, Chief Darcy Bear, Chief Tammy Cook-Searson, Chief Karen Bird, Chief Tanya Aguilar, incredible leaders, Chief Murray Clearsky. Would be remiss if I welcome and mention Chief Terry Paul. Thank you for your trust. Chief Darcy Bear, your seconding, thank you for your trust. To my team, Team Bellrose, we had a kick butt team. Thank you to all. And to all that are here, I appreciate your support. The sun rises tomorrow. Life goes on. Have a great rest of the day. Yeah, one more thing, Roseanne. Thanks for your calls and messages, and all the best to you, the chiefs that supported you. It'll be a challenging role, but I'm sure you'll do well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that, Reginald Bellrose, and I really appreciate your efforts and your comments, and frankly, all of the efforts of each of the candidates during this election. I know it's been a long election, and I appreciate everything that each of the candidates has done throughout. Congratulations to the new National Chief-elect of the Assembly of First Nations, RoseAnne Archibald, from Taikawatak in Ontario. And would like to say just a few things before I pass on the floor. But I just want to say thank you to all of the members of the election team and the many knowledge keepers, elders, veterans whose prayers and service guided this event over the past days. I would like to invite Delio Opikaku, my legal counsel for the office of the Chief Electoral Officer, to guide the oath of office with the new National Chief of the Assembly of First Nations. One moment.
Thank you, Ron, and congratulations to the National Chief-elect, RoseAnne Archibald. I will now invite the National Chief-elect to recite the oath of office.
Gmail. Or my Google Chrome. Can you get me to Gmail? I think I can sign in here. So it works. Maybe you can grab me my other phone. I'll grab it off of there. You can go grab my other phone.
I will give you a minute to get ready. I would appreciate that this is a momentous occasion for you, and just prepare according to your time and according to your supporters and your elder.
Okay, I do see the oath of office. It's been emailed to me, Delia.
Yes.
So I don't know if you you lead me through it, or whether I just read what is in front of me.
Yeah. If you have someone that you would like to stand beside you, your elder or one of your supporters, that will be fine. And if you have a copy of the oath of office, go ahead and read it.
Sorry, too many messages coming on my phone. This is my chief behind me. That's my brother, Bruce Archibald. And this is Chief June Black. They're both standing with me during this process. I do need somebody to come and hold this phone, please. If you can just hold it over there so they can see everybody. And if you guys can get into the, I just want people to see them. So if you can stand here. Thank you both. So I do have the oath of office, and I'm not sure if I do the speech after the oath of office. I do have some words I want to share with everybody that's watching.
Yes, you can give the speech after the oath of office.
I'm going to tell you where it is. So I do the oath first.
Yes, you do.
Like this. Yeah, like that. Just hold it. Like you're a tripod.
Yeah. I've done many things in my life.
Sorry about that. I just want to make sure that these chiefs are with me. I want to tell everybody that I'm surrounded by my community. You can scan if you want, just to show people. So. Acknowledgements after that. So I am surrounded by my family and by my community. I'm very grateful for this moment. I will recite my oath of office for the National Chief. I'm very grateful to be in this historic moment with all of you. And so the oath of office for the National Chief reads, hear me, chiefs and citizens. Oh, I'm getting too many text messages from people. It's interfering with my oath of office. Oh my gosh, where did it go? Okay, there we go. Hear me, chiefs, elders, and citizens of the First Nations, as well as friends and guests here assembled. In your sight and in your hearing, I, RoseAnne Archibald, take up the duties of National Chief of the Assembly of First Nations. I solemnly promise and sincerely pledge to fulfill these duties as they are outlined in our charter to the best of my abilities. I solemnly promise and sincerely pledge to place the needs of our assembly above my own comfort. I solemnly promise and sincerely pledge to watch for all dangers and to give you warning. I solemnly promise and sincerely pledge to watch for opportunities to strengthen our peoples and to aid in all such efforts. Elders, chiefs, citizens of the First Nations, as well as friends and guests here assembled, you have heard my promises made without equivocation. I will ever call on the Great Spirit for wisdom and help in carrying them out. On this 7th day of July, 2021.
I can officially call you, the host is muted. National Chief Archibald. I can be the first one to call you National Chief Archibald. At this point, before you give your speech, I will turn it to Larry White Duck, who will assist with the ceremony. Larry? And then after the ceremonies, you can give your speech.
Congratulations. There you are. Can you hear me, National Chief?
There's too many messages coming through. I just want to keep Jim and Bruce in the front.
Okay. Congratulations, National Chief. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Very good. Congratulations. National Chief, do you have the star blanket that was sent?
No, I do have my own blanket though.
Wonderful. Could we at this time ask your sponsors or your
Where's the blanket? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, we got the blanket right here.
if we could ask your sponsors or your elders to blanket you now, please?
Do we have the drummer? Who's the Joanne? Come on.
Sure.
Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
National, do you also have a smudge available?
We need this smudge. Does anybody have a smudge? It's on the stage. Can somebody run into the stage and grab the sweetgrass and the lighter?
National Chief, you can proceed with your song.
Okay. Maybe turn to them.
Thank you, National Chief. Do you have someone available to provide a smudging at this time?
Yeah.
Please proceed.
You can do this. Do like that. Yeah, just hold it.
Okay.
Thank you, National Chief. We will now call upon yourself and a witness to sign the official document of the oath of office.
Sorry, Larry, we weren't clear on the blanketing part. We did the song, then we're going to do the blanketing first.
Yes.
Can you lead us through the steps properly?
Yes, it is
Okay.
it is a blanket, smudge, and signing of the oath. Blanket. Thank you. Thank you. The next step will be the official signing of the oath with a witness.
We don't have that printed, Larry. We will do that once we get it printed out.
Very good. Very good. We'll now proceed with an honor song, which will conclude the process and official transfer of the grandfather. We can call upon the honor song, please.
Are you doing the honor song or are we doing the honor song?
We are doing the honor song. We are doing the honor song.
Okay, miigwech.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you, National Chief. This concludes the transfer of responsibility with the grandfather. I now provide the floor to you to make your remarks.
Miigwech. Miigwech, Tanse, Niawen, thank you all so much. The AFN has made history today. The Chiefs have made history and herstory. You have made history and herstory. It's time for change on so many levels. And with the recent discovery and recovery of our little ones across this country, we are all awake. We've all been awakened. And what people need to understand and what people are coming to terms with is how settler Canadians have benefited from these colonial practices and how we as Indigenous people have been the target of genocide. And while there is a new level of consciousness, we are going to stare this straight in the face and kick colonial policies to the curb. Change is happening. we saw in the last week a historic win for Cuss Skydeer as the first woman Grand Chief of Ganawage. And Mary Simon appointed to be the first Indigenous woman Governor General. And today, you have selected the first woman national chief in the history of the Assembly of First Nations. I am so honored to be a part of this difference and today to make a difference for this organization moving forward. Voices are being heard that were never heard before, and we will not be silenced. Goodness and love will prevail. I want to thank all of the chiefs who endorsed me, and in particular the two chiefs who spoke to the assembly yesterday, Chief Lance Heyman and Chief Emily Wheaton. I want to say a special thank you to the candidates who ran against me in this election. We spent a lot of time together, and I think I got to know each one of you a little, and I have respect for each one of you. And I'm so grateful that we traveled this road in an honorable way together. I told my campaign staff that the seven of us were like competitive siblings. And these individuals were brave. And they put their names out there. And they wanted to serve, and they continue to want to serve. I know how humbling any experience of service is. And I hold up my hands to you, my fellow candidates, and I hope we can continue to work together. Lastly, I want to thank my campaign staff. We ran a very lean team, and all of my campaign staff took on a great deal of work in addition to the work they do in their normal lives. And so I'm very grateful to you. And I just want to let you know who they are. Valerie Richer, Tanya Cameron, Donna Simon, Stephen McCoy, Joyce Hunter, Melanie Vero. I don't have the list in front of me. I'm trying to think of who I saw today. But I thank you all. Some people were more active than others. And I also want to acknowledge the youth on our team, Lance Copagog, who guided us as a young person. I want to thank all of those who donated to my campaign. No matter how big or small the amount was, knowing that I had your support carried me a long way. And I want to thank all the people and chiefs who took time to talk to me and for your support and for sharing your ideas and hopes and dreams with me. I also want to acknowledge my own chief and council of TTN. And chiefs, whether you voted for me or not, I have listened and I've learned from you. And while there are things and differences that divide us, there is much that we share. We all want our children to grow up proud and surrounded by love, culture, ceremony, and language in safe and vibrant communities. We want a Mother Earth for them that is not threatened by climate change and wildfires and a warming planet. We want to be good ancestors and leave a strong legacy for the 7 generations ahead. Today is a victory, and you can tell all the women in your life that the glass ceiling has been broken. And I thank all of the women who punched that ceiling before me and made it crack. Sorry, somebody's calling me. Sorry, somebody's calling me. You are an inspiration to me. All the women who walked this path ahead of me. Miigwech, ninanaskamon. Today, we are making room for women. We are making room for two-spirited LGBTQIA peoples. We are transforming this organization. We are evolving it. And today I pledge to you, yeah, you can clap. And today I pledge to you that I will be a national chief who serves with humility, knowing that my leadership is a sacred responsibility and duty. Today marks the beginning of our journey together. And I look forward to seeing you in your communities and visiting. I will stand with you. I will be by your side. I will support you. When you call me, I will answer. Ninanaskamon, Gisakitan. Ninanaskamon, in my language, means I am thankful. I am grateful. I thank you. And Gisakitan means I love you.
Okay. Thank you and congratulations to the new National Chief, RoseAnne Archibald of the Assembly of First Nations. I now call for a motion to destroy the ballots. I propose that the motion be worded as follows. Be it resolved that the chiefs and assembly now direct the chief electoral officer to take steps to destroy the ballots and erase the data stored in Simply Voting according to the AFN Charter, Appendix A, Part B, subsection 1G, within 30 days. At this point, I request the assistance of one of the co-chairs with the motion to destroy the ballots. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I can help with the motion to destroy the ballot. If anyone, dear chiefs and proxies, if anyone want to oppose, I cannot go with the process I had in mind because there are too many hand raised. So we'll go with the formal process, online voting. Please, if you could please put the slide with the motion on the screen. I can't see it as of now. So if if we could show the slide on the screen, please. And then we'll call we'll call for a question. We'll call for a vote. So I'm asking help from technical team, please. So so please, I'm calling for a vote. If you could please put the screen for the vote on the motion. Thank you. On the motion to destroy the ballots. So please, all chief and proxies, cast your vote. It's to destroy the ballots. It's as part of the rules of an election to vote on a motion to destroy the ballots. J'encourage tous les chefs et les mandataires à enregistrer leur vote sur la motion pour détruire les bulletins de vote. C'est une procédure habituelle dans toute élection. Alors, c'est à l'écran. Vous pouvez voter comme vous l'avez fait depuis le début. Merci, je vois que vous votez. Thank you. As you can see that you're all voting. Okay. So the voting period is now closed and the motion carried by majority. Thank you very, very much. And the first thing I want to say is congratulations, félicitations to the very first woman national chief. It's such an honor for me to witness that moment. Thank you. And then we'll proceed with the other steps. And I lost all my mind, I think, with that important moment. I forgot to ask for a mover and a seconder. I can't believe it. And so please, if a chief and a proxy, yes.
I mean, if I could, there were about a dozen movers and seconders, and the first names were Chief Weetong and Chief Leon. So those are who we recorded.
Thank you so much. I do that all the time, and now I forgot that. Sorry, and thank you. So we noted the mover and the seconder, and they have their hand raised. So it's in the record. Sorry, it was mixed a bit, but we all have the steps, the good steps to confirm the motion to destroy the ballots is carried. Thank you. And then I will look to my co-chairs to further step. And we'll close the vote, please.
Thank you, Weena. So I'd like to start off by congratulating National Chief RoseAnne Archibald. Congratulations. It is a tremendous moment for the first woman National Chief. So congratulations. Really looking up to you. And I know that our youth of today really do look up to you breaking that glass ceiling, leading the way for them and our future women leaders who can take their rightful place. So congratulations. To continue with business, just rapidly knowing that it is already past 7 p.m. here out east, we will not be continuing with further resolutions as was scheduled due to the hour, but according to the rules and procedures of the AFN, the remaining resolutions will be sent to the executive for review and voting, or either put off to another General Assembly. So just to say, you guys will not be stuck here for the rest of the evening. I'd also like to inform you that all of the sector updates and the different Quad Council updates are available on the AFN AGA 2021 website. You can access them there, and you will have direct links to all of those videos for those who are interested to see. And finally, I think we will be looking towards closing protocol to finish with this assembly. But before we do, I'd like to see if National Chief would like to again address her assembly.
Miigwech Cedric. Yes, it's been a long 3 days, Chiefs, and so I do want to just say that this is a momentous time, and I know in the coming days we will all begin to digest this moment and celebrate it on our own. And it is the closing ceremonies, and so I want to acknowledge the outgoing National Chief, Perry Bellegarde, for his service to our people. I want to acknowledge the regional chiefs who have left this past year for their service to the Assembly of First Nations. I want to say miigwech to the staff and the people who helped us with this meeting in making it an online success, even though it was very long. Miigwech to our staff. And I want to say that the work really begins today. And I am so looking forward to the path ahead. I'm filled with hope. I know that our allies are listening to us and they are there to help us. And we will heal this country together. We will walk forward together. We will honor the little ones that are being recovered across this country. We will together make sure that the 94 calls to action are implemented so that this never happens again to our children ever. So miigwech for joining us for this meeting. And I look forward to talking to many of you in the coming days and to visiting your communities. I will be hitting the road right away. Miigwech.
Thank you, National Chief Archibald. So now we come to our closing time. Again, I would like to thank everyone who was here. We know that it was more difficult than usual due to the fact that it was an online assembly, but really, I want to take the time to thank all of those of you who participated, who helped with us during this, the technical staff, our translators, my fellow co-chairs, Weena and Harold, and also to Ron Lawfer, who led the election. I'll look towards my co-chairs for final comments before we move on to closing prayer and closing song.
Thank you very much, Cedric. I join with the co-chairs and the delegation in thanking and welcoming and acknowledging and congratulating the new National Chief, RoseAnne Archibald. And I join with you as well in thanking everyone for their participation, their diplomacy. And I do encourage us all to join in a round of applause for the elections team for carrying such a heavy burden for us. Thank you very much to Ron and the team. Thank you. Thank you very much, Cedric. Over to you, Weena.
Merci. If I may, I will speak in French. Un grand merci à mes collègues. C'est un honneur de travailler avec vous, à toute l'équipe. Et c'est certain que le plus grand des félicitations va à la chef nationale, une femme, et toute l'équipe qui travaille, qu'on ne voit pas à l'écran, mais qui ont fait un travail extraordinaire. Et ensuite, j'espère, une chose que j'espère, je ne veux pas répéter ce que tous mes collègues ont dit, mais une chose que j'espère, c'est de tous vous voir et toutes vous voir en santé lors de la prochaine assemblée. C'est ce que je souhaite le plus. So I wish to all see you in good health. The next assembly, it would be wonderful. Thank you so much. And I now turn on, Harold, I will turn on to you.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one other thing. I thought it was important for the delegation to note and acknowledge that the member of the election team, the legal counsel who conducted the inauguration of the first National Woman Chief was the first woman to run for National Chief in 1991. And so that was such an amazing moment to see those two together. And so I do want to end just acknowledging that historic moment. Over to you, Cedric.
Thank you, Harold, and absolutely recognizing Delia and everything she did. So raise you up for sure. So as we move to closing our assembly, I would like to call for the closing prayer to be put on screen for the assembly.
Sego Oguego, Dio Gister Se Lati Jungus, Got Niga Haga, Onoli Wagni Delora. Bright Star is my name, Mohawk Nation, Turtle Clan. And we give thanks to the Creator for this day and for the time that you have spent together, for the discussions you have had and the decisions that you have made as you work together to make a better way of life for our people. We also think of all of those who are sick with the coronavirus, and we ask that Creator be with them and watch over them. We have reached the point where all the words have been spoken. And now it is time for you to go or to be in the 4 directions. For now, we say, Onikiwahi Gunalukwa, which means, until we meet again, we care. Danito.
A very big wallalin to Norma General Liquors for those closing words for a closing prayer. I would now call upon the flag song for our flags to be brought up. And so with that, it is my pleasure to announce that the 2021 Assembly of First Nations Annual General Assembly is officially adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations to our new National Chief. We will be seeing you quite soon. Thank you. Have a great evening.